5 cup is 5 cup. You're using the right measurement. You understand? The right cup, you're using the right cup, and you make it full. If it has to be full on top. If you know, it also will depend. This will depend on the subject of the subject matter itself or the object of sale. Something like oil, for instance. You know, the way that you fill the cup with oil, you cannot do the same thing with rice. Or the way you fill the cup with rice, you cannot do the same thing with oil.
Yeah, but
so whatever the case is, we have to stick, you know, to the standard provided for by the rules and the regulations on the ground, and to what society, to what is agreeable to society and what is known to us or to society. Insofar as we stick to that, the bunya is not part of it. Or if you want to make it very clear that this is something that you're giving to him free of charge, or free of charge, you're giving lillahi, you are giving for the sake of God, but it's not part of the transaction. But anytime it is made part of the transaction, it becomes unlawful. Allah Alam.
You said about the oil.
Yes.
If you go to the shops to buy oil, you know, they have something that they use to shiver it.
Yeah.
You know, naturally, if you pour the oil in, it doesn't release all the content.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want to reweigh that again or remeasure it again, you realize that it is below the cup.
It is less.
Yeah, less than one.
Well, but I think what they do to sieve it, because sometimes, you know, maybe because of the way it is packed from the factory, you see some, you know, dirt or some filthy elements, you know, that how do you call it, seems to be to enter the barrel or the major container. And in order to separate it from the pure oil which the buyer has come to buy, it is in fact in line. It is in order to sieve it, to make sure that the cup is full. You understand? And when the cup is full and when you pour it to the buyer's container or whatever, make sure that you do it properly too. You don't do it quickly in such a way that by the time you go back to drink more, you have left some leftovers at the bottom of the cup. That will be a way of cheating. You understand? So one has to be very careful. You know, that is why I said it is very important to stick to, you know, what society agrees to be the method of doing it. Now, what has been, you know, provided for in the rules and regulations to be the way of doing it. So you take the cup, fill it with oil, pour it to the buyer's container. Make sure that it is completely empty before you bring another one. You know this surah وَيْلٌ لِلْمُتَفِّفِينَ in Al-Quran al-Karim. وَيْلٌ لِلْمُتَفِّفِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا اكْتَالُوا عَلَى النَّاسِ يَسْتَوْفُونَ وَإِذَا كَالُوهُمْ أَوْ وَزَنُوهُمْ يُخْسِرُونَ. When they're selling, they make sure they interfere with the scale or the you know, the measuring or the weighing method to make it that so that they will give you less. But if they are buying or if they are getting from you, they make sure that it's properly measured, it's properly weighed, so much so that they get the maximum. So that is not fair. And if it is unless it is conducted in the proper way, that may make the transaction somehow riba or usurious. Wallahu alam.
Okay. You once said here in one of our programs that to lie over a property, you have a cap to sell, a shoe, whatsoever, and you said, I bought this for $700. Yeah, whilst you maybe you were even given, it was given to you free of charge, maybe, or you bought it for far less than that. But in order to accrue more profit, you lied on the price so that you can have more. You said that that
makes it haram.
Now, what if you buy a property for your wife, for example, and you want to entice her, because women of our time want expensive things, and said to her, I bought this for, maybe you bought it for $200, and said to her, I bought it for $500.
Just to make her happy.
Yeah. Islamically, what will be the judgment?
You know, there's this proverb in Islamic jurisprudence, usul al-fiqh, that's the science of method, the science of sources. Says that al-ahdafu la tubarrir al-wasail. Means cannot justify, or ends cannot justify means. You know, my end or my objective here is to make my wife happy, so that there will be complete peace at home. That does not necessarily justify lying to the wife. Tell the truth, you know. Even though, and you know, the risk is, suppose you bought it at 500, but you tell your wife that the price is 1,500, although the actual price is 500.
Maybe 1,000.
Okay, say 1,000. So A day later, the wife wants to sell it and get another one. And she gets the impression that he bought it at 1,000 and goes out and look, this was bought for me by my husband. And the original price was 1,000. So the wife is lying, but she doesn't know this is lying.
That's very rare. Women don't resell their...
No, it does.
What their husband buys.
Sometimes it may be a particular brand that she doesn't like. I want to exchange it with another one.
Okay.
But because of the fact that she was fed with wrong information, she is going now to take that information out in order for her to sell the thing out. So if she comes to a place where people are not familiar, in some environments, they will know. If you say the price is this is not 1,000, this might be 500 or 400. But in some other environment, they will not know. You understand? So in other words, you cause your wife to lie to others. You see now the seriousness of lying, and that is why, although personally the wife may not be personally held, and morally responsible or liable for anything, but you, the one that created the lie from the very beginning, will be held responsible for all.
So you shouldn't, joke on things, even if it's going to make your house happy.
But joking, joking is part of our daily life. I can say something.
Naturally, if you look at it, I can say something. Most of the time is lies.
Yeah, but if we are joking, we are not serious.
Yeah, but
you understand?
Islam take that.
Joking is joking. I mean, you look at the consequences. It does not lead to anything, only undesirable consequences. We are just joking. Like I say to you.
Yeah, but this action is also.
Let me say, you the Jarankas, I was in Jara yesterday, but the whole night, I spent the whole night there. Nobody provided dinner for me, just for you to, crack the traditional joke between the Jarankas and the Nyominkas, for instance. Even though it is not true that you spent the night without eating. I was in your provinces yesterday. I couldn't eat. There was no food. You don't have anything in the Jaras. Like I was told the last time when we went there, they told us that you the Nyominkas, when we come to Nyomi, you didn't have anything to offer us except. This traditional food that we call kere, futo. But this is a joke. You understand? Of course, it is not true. It's a joke. So when it comes to joking, and the intention is only to joke, is not to make any unfair gain. You understand? Or to put the other party in a disadvantaged position. If that's not the objective, there's nothing that comes out of it. There's no consequence which can lead to one of the parties deceiving the other party, or one of the parties making an unfair gain on the other party. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but if you look at this one also, the joke issue, the objective behind it is to make peace, and to enjoy yourselves, and to laugh, and to stay harmoniously. The intention of telling your wife or telling a close friend or your child that I bought this for this expensive price, it's just to make peace and ensure that she values it, and appreciates it. So the motives are the same. So how can this one be acceptable and this one not acceptable?
Joking, in most instances, when you crack a joke, the people involved will know that this is joking. In most instances. When you are joking, they know that you are joking. But when it comes to the story that you have given, the wife will take you seriously. This is somebody, and it is very important that in that particular environment, that relationship, it is very important that we stick to all the principles and values of morality and good ethics. So that, because that is meant to be sort of, a permanent relationship. Or at least as far as this life is concerned, what people normally pray is that they will continue to be together until death comes and separate them. So it is therefore very important that they stick to the principle and the values of morality and ethics. Otherwise, and you remember the importance of that institution. That's they call the madrasa, and you know that that is one of the most important social institutions as far as Islam is concerned. So the principles that govern that institution must be absolutely in line with the teachings of Islam. The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Okay, now we go to building. Building is contractual basis.
Yes.
It's also a